What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Back for another interrogation. As the Caught Me crew comes rolling in, guys, make sure you hit that like button on the way in the door. We got crazy one today, man. Absolutely crazy. You guys come on in here, take your shoes off, hit that like button. Let's get busy with this. Now, this case is on a couple other channels already. Yeah, it's a relatively new case, but everybody's on it pretty hard. But I'm actually adding in an element that everybody else isn't adding into it. Because on the day this man named Jonathan dies, they actually start to confront the girlfriend on that day, the ex-girlfriend, several times. And I'm going to add that into the footage. You know, I'm not just going to play the footage. We're going to get the context going into the interrogation. So sit back, relax, and hey, put a hand emoji up in the comment section if you've dealt with a crazy ex before. Kind of curious to find out how many people are holding their breath and feeling a little traumatized watching this. Let's dive right on in. After Jonathan's mother discovers his body, she calls the police and they arrive at the scene to investigate.
What up, Sarge? Yeah. We got a
garage light this when you guys arrived?
I believe they might have cracked it because they cleared it to make sure nothing else was in there. I'll double check. But the quick gist that I got is mom saw him up and awake around 10 p.m. last night. She goes upstairs with her boyfriend. Son's downstairs with his girlfriend. All I got is a Nikki W. as far as the name, and I got a telephone number for her also. She comes down around 1 a.m., sees Nikki. Nikki says, hey, he's been drinking, he's sleeping. They were supposed to go back to her house to get ready because they have a kid in common to get ready for school. But she's like, hey, he's been drinking, he's sleeping, and she takes off. Mom goes back upstairs, wakes up this morning and finds him in like a downstairs loft area.
So the officer's like, hey, you know, the mother said she saw him at 10 p.m. last night. She wakes up this morning and finds him dead. The girlfriend was over, a girl named Nikki. That's not her real name. It's kind of her stage name. You know, she kind of does some adult stuff. You know, I don't know if you call a bed a stage, but I guess that's what Nikki Fairchild is her name. Fellas, don't go anywhere. Just stay right here. Don't be searching. Wait till after the video, guys. Doggone. All right. But anyway, they're looking for her and they find her right around noon and they decide to have a little discussion with her.
All right. Today is August 7th, 2023 at approximately 12:11 in the afternoon. My name is Detective Ozawa, badge number 1531. Also, here in the interview is my partner, Detective Pappas, P number
1305.
1305. And we're here speaking with, what's your name, ma'am?
Devin Michaels?
Devin Michaels.
Yes, sir.
And we are here in reference to TR 23-15229. So, yeah, I know, like you said, that Yoko already told you that Jonathan, he was found deceased this morning. Okay, so we don't know what happened to him. That's why we want to talk to you. See, because I know you were here last night. You guys are like trying to move out of the house and move back to your place across town.
He's moving in with me, yeah.
Yeah. So if you can kind of just go over the last time you saw him yesterday, your guys' conversation, anything that you think is important for us to know. Because as of right now, like I said, we don't know anything. You know, we just need to find out and start putting things together to figure out what happened.
We spent the whole day together yesterday. We did the girls' school shopping, clothes, supplies. We loaded up the truck and we took it to my house, unloaded it, came back here, was loading more things up.
Okay. So you're moving stuff back and forth, and then from there, you think you came back here around maybe 10 o'clock-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys pack up more stuff?
Yeah, I put more stuff in my truck, and then I went and grabbed my daughter's prescription, and I went home.
Okay, but you said that John was drinking when you guys got back for the last time?
Yes, sir.
So I guess when you got back, kind of explain what happens from there. So
He started drinking and he started smoking. He smoked cigarettes and weed, and he was in the garage. Yoko came down. They were kind of having a issue. She went back upstairs, and then she came back down later, and that's when I was talking to her.
so then he fell asleep.
No, he was in the garage when I left.
He was okay, because Yoko told us that you told her that he was asleep. And
No, I said I told him to sleep it off instead of trying to drive last night.
So when you left, he was still awake
Yes, sir.
and then working. And what was he doing in the garage?
Smoking.
Smoking what?
Weed.
Then no one's in trouble for smoking weed or doing any even bad drugs right now. We're worried about trying to figure out what happened to Jonathan. Okay, so don't leave anything out just because you think it might get somebody in trouble. Okay.
It was just weed.
Okay. Does he do anything else that you know of?
No, sir. I know he smoked cigarettes and weed. I know he has drinking. He was drinking Jameson last night, and I was cleaning everything up before I left.
Okay. What about, does he do meth?
No, I know he used to do drugs, but I don't think he does any of those things anymore.
Cocaine, heroin?
Not anymore.
Not. But did he do any of that stuff?
He did, but
So he's in the garage. You say he's just smoking, and then you finish packing up your stuff, and then you take off.
yeah.
That's the last time. Do you guys text each other or call each other?
I've been texting him all morning because today was the first day of school, and he was supposed to come down to help me get the girls registered.
When was the last time you talked to him last night over the phone? Like text or call?
No, last time I talked to him was face to face.
Okay, so you didn't text him when you got back to your place saying, hey, he didn't try texting you? Something like that.
I texted him, you can have my phone records. I texted him, hey, this was 4 this morning when I was up trying to get this stuff for the girls ready for school. And I was saying, like, I can't find anything. And then I've just been calling and texting and haven't heard anything.
So she says she's been calling, been texting, can't get a hold of him. But then they're like, you know what? Something doesn't seem to add up right. Call her again. They say, let's meet up again. A few hours later, let's talk again.
It's August 7th, 2023, approximately 15:08 hours. And my name is Dennis Cesaro, Detective of Henderson PD, badge number 1531. Also here is Detective Skinner, badge number
2233.
And we are here speaking again with
Devin Michaels.
Devin Michaels. Okay. You said you were already kind of talking about stuff.
Yeah. So some of the things that we recapped, that we'll recap real quick, is that last night when you left, the garage door was open like a couple feet, and you had shoved something underneath and then exited out the front door to go around and grab that.
Yeah.
Correct?
Because everything else I took out the front door,
Okay.
and that was like the last thing I was doing.
Okay. And then another thing that you and I spoke about is that you did notice some like cleaning materials that they were downstairs by the bathroom and then laundry room.
Yeah.
And you described that as a jug, and it was like that son. What it was?
It was like this, and I think it was yellow.
Okay. So almost like a milk jug size, or a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I just, like I said, because I wasn't really paying attention
Yeah.
to pay attention, it was just random stuff that was all over the house. Like,
And who typically cleans the house with materials?
he usually cleans when he knows we're showing up.
Okay.
So, like, there'd be dog mess and stuff like that,
Okay.
random. So he
So-
tries to clean when we come over.
John cleaned the house when he needed to, but nobody really per se would like clean and had a job.
No.
Okay. And then we also discussed that his ex was due to be in town at any time, and that last night the ring that he would wear as like almost like a wedding ring, he said to you that he threw it away.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
We kind of made a joke of it, 2 points threw it in the trash type thing.
Oh, okay.
So
And then he would call, it's Andrea, correct?
yeah, Andrea. Yeah.
He would call her his wife, but you're not sure if they were married or not.
No, I know they weren't married, but
Okay.
yeah, it was just.
Okay. Oh, I was like, what? I thought it was a movie.
Oh, I guess he's honking at the girls. That.
Make sure.
Just saying hi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
I know, like I said, they were together for a few years. Since 2018, I would say, is when they first got together.
Okay. And then when they broke up, she kind of moved around. You mentioned Arizona, Utah.
I think he said Oregon one time.
Okay. And do you believe that she's in Utah right now?
I think so. He says she does this like off the grid type of living.
Okay.
So
But you're not really familiar with her. You guys just said hi's and byes to each other.
if that, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because it was kind of awkward talking to.
Yeah. Your ex's current girlfriend. That's awesome. And then when the last time you spoke to him, as well as his mother, was last night when just before you left, you were cleaning up like out the alcohol containers and stuff.
Right.
You mentioned putting a pina colada and a Jameson bottle in the fridge. Then his mom had put away his steak.
Right. We were just like randomly cleaning up the different things.
And where was he when you guys were cleaning and stuff up?
Smoking in the garage.
Okay. And was he smoking marijuana, cigarettes?
Marijuana.
Okay. So,
He smokes the cigarettes in the backyard usually,
oh,
and the marijuana in the garage. I'm
oh,
not sure why the difference, but
Yeah, maybe so we're still smoking. So when you left, was he still up, awake, and moving around? And where was he?
in the garage.
Okay, so did you say goodbye to him and all that stuff? You pushed out the box.
And then I
went
just
around.
went out the front door.
That was it. And then you said you weren't sure what time?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know what time you got home here?
No, I went and picked up my daughter's prescription first.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's a 24-hour pharmacy. Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure we had it for her first day of school. Yeah, he was only in boxers when I left, because usually when I leave, he walks me out and everything. But since he wasn't really dressed,
Okay. And then how would you rate his level of intoxication or being high last night? Like if it's on a 10 scale, like 10 being the most ridiculous you've ever seen them, to 0 being nothing.
no, I think he was buzzed, but I wouldn't say he was way over the top. No,
So maybe in the middle somewhere.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Like I've seen him much worse,
Okay. So he was functioning.
but I know he was still drinking, so I don't know how much he drank after.
At any time did you tell his mom that he was sleeping or just to leave him alone?
I told her that I told him to go to sleep,
Okay.
but that was like when he was done to like sleep it off.
She would go upstairs and she does.
Well, I think when she was done cleaning, she just, because we had finished talking and she went upstairs.
And then you mentioned that while he eats, and frequently you guys would come over and eat, and shut the dog door so that the dogs aren't begging for food or like stealing the laps and stuff. And that he had done that last night.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you left, do you remember if the dog door was still down?
I know the dogs were outside. I don't know if the dog door was still down because they do have that little flap, but they
Okay.
were outside
They were
when
outside.
I left.
Okay. What you got, Dennis?
So I just a couple questions. So talking to Devier, so it's kind of just an odd dynamic, that you guys have. So it was basically kind of confusing, when we're talking to Yoko. It doesn't sound like she knows.
She doesn't know that we are married like that. She just thinks Debbie is living there because we don't really want everybody kind of in our business, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get that. Just like I was just saying, because when we talked to Yoko and we talked to you, it was like that we didn't realize that you and Devier were married, but you guys been married for 2 years, you said.
Almost 2 years, but Yoko does not know that.
But are you guys, so talking to Devier, it's kind of like it sounds like you guys got married, but not because you guys are like in love with each other.
No, it's convenience. Like, I have a lot of medical issues, and he's been taking care of me and the girls.
So I guess, so what was your reason for getting married to Debbie Ware?
Because legally, as my spouse, he has more rights and access to things than someone just as a random.
To like
person.
pick up prescriptions and
He
other
he
things.
can do anything as my spouse. Like, he actually, I had to go into the hospital in the ambulance, and he was the one that took care of all of that.
Okay, so are you guys like intimate together?
No.
No. Does he sleep in your room?
Sometimes, like, he'll fall asleep when we watch TV, but he usually sleeps on the couch.
And right there, in there. Okay. So you guys aren't really, when you say married, you're not like, you're not dating, and
No.
you're not doing stuff together,
No.
intimate together, things like that.
No, and that's why John was okay because John knew, and that's why he was kind of okay with everything and being able to move in.
Gotcha. And then what? But Debbie is still, he's gonna have to move out, or he was gonna have to move out.
Devier was not happy about it, and
Hang a secret on the car.
the idea was John was not supposed to be moving in, but because of the situation going on with his mom and Andrea, he didn't really have anywhere to go. So that's why he was coming this way. And I was not expecting him to do that this fast.
What do you mean?
We talked about him piecemealing and slowly moving
Okay.
things, and it went from a slow thing to everything got moved in one day. So,
Okay.
and it kind of caught Devier
By surprise.
very quickly.
So that's why, because when you made it, when you were talking about it earlier, saying that yeah, he wasn't good with it, but he understood. Like when we're trying to figure out the dynamic of everybody. Like when you say you two are married, I'm thinking you
a
guys,
normal marriage.
yeah, like you guys are in love, and you guys, everything. You guys are one happy family over here, and then now you're bringing in your ex.
That's why
father.
we don't tell anybody we're married, because you automatically assume the word marriage. This is what you have.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get married for.
No, I
convenience.
get it. I totally understand it.
And if you see my medical records, you will definitely understand.
And I'm sorry to hear that, the issues and stuff. So
When you called me, I was actually on my way to get an EEG.
yeah,
I had to switch the schedule to come to.
you said you went and picked up your daughter's prescription on the way home yesterday,
This morning.
or after you left the house, right?
Yes, so
Well, which place did you go to?
CVS on Cheyenne, Seagull.
Yes.
I have the receipt if you need it.
It was Cheyenne and where?
Seagull, Soaring Gulls.
Soaring Goals. And then after that, did you come straight home here?
Yes, sir.
And then you don't remember what time you left?
No, sir, because I left and I went straight there. So I went and came here. So my receipt will say what time I was.
Okay, so we can check just the time. Just to get like a time frame. It's like when you left the other house. So, because I know you said you weren't sure exactly when you left. And then you were telling Ted Skinner that he was just in boxer shorts when you left,
Yes, sir.
and that was inside the garage.
Yes, sir.
That he left kind of slightly open because he was kind of airing that out.
Yes, sir. Because I have popped his back and he had his boxers on, and we were on the main floor, and I popped his back for him. So I know he had boxers on.
Oh, that was before
He went out to smoke.
Okay. And then was he in the garage when Yoko came down?
Yes, sir.
Because Yoko thought that he was sleeping in the.
No, sir. He was in the garage.
He was in the garage at that time.
Because I told him to take a nap. Well, not take a nap, but to sleep it off. So.
Because he was drinking
Mhm.
and smoking. So he was in the garage when Yoko came down, and then you told Yoko what the plans were for today, as far as like taking the kids and stuff like that.
and everything.
And then she went upstairs.
Yes, sir.
And then what happened after that again?
I took like 2 more things out to my car, and then I left.
I would imagine that when detectives speak with a suspect or a witness, they might give them a few days before they reach out to them again. Even the day, 24 hours. But not this time. I mean, 3 hours later. 3 hours. They're like, hey, we want to talk to you again.
So it is August 7th, 2023 at approximately 19:55 hours at night. This detective was out with Henderson PD, badge number 1531. Detective Skinner with Henderson PD, badge number
2233.
2233, and we're here speaking again with
Devin Michaels.
Devin Michaels. So, and just so you know, like, you know your rights, okay? Like I said, you're not under arrest, but I have to read your rights because we've been here for so long. We've been detained, okay? So, I know you say you want to speak with us, but I got to make sure that you understand your rights. And like I said, you're not under arrest, but I still have to read your rights because you are being detained, and we've been talking with you for quite some time now, right? So, yeah.
The rights are read.
So you understand your rights? So, like I said, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's basically because we've been talking to you for so long today, and now that we're doing a search warrant, you are being detained, but you're not under arrest. Like I said, you're not under arrest, right? And I know this is all kind of coming to a shock. Everything that's been going on, like I was saying before, we have to make sure that we rule out every possibility. Okay, and so like with his phone right there, do you know how his phone got there?
Well, it was by the cigarette butt, so it looks like he was smoking and he put his phone down. You didn't see the cigarette butt there?
No.
There's a
There's
cigarette
butt over there.
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
if you test it, it will be.
And
Okay.
he smokes cigarettes.
Yes, sir. All chain smoker.
Okay. When you guys were moving stuff, did he like cut his hands or anything?
Yes, sir.
Which hand do you remember?
I'm not sure, but he said on the table that has like the multiple parts to it, one of the parts came down, and he said that like it took a chunk on his hand.
Like did you see him bleeding at all?
No, he told me about it.
Did he have like any bandages on him after he told you?
Um, I didn't see. He just told me that it slammed down, and
When did he tell you that?
when we were moving it into the thing, he said that it came down on his hand and it took like a chunk.
What do you mean moving into the thing?
When we were moving in the table, he said that the table had snapped down on his hand.
Okay.
And
Inside this garage right here?
yeah, he told me in the garage.
And which table inside the garage was it?
It's a white one that has multiple parts to it.
Do you know where it's at inside the garage?
Yeah, it's sitting right there.
Well, I mean, like, when I go back in there and look at it.
It's the white table is like before you hit the before you get to the freezer, there's a white table with multiple sections to it.
So, like,
What am I missing, sir?
I know. Well, your reactions are starting to elevate and be different from.
I
when it
don't
first
mean to
started.
do that, but I'm getting scared
Okay, and what are you scared about?
because you're asking me, did he hurt himself? And I'm going by what he told me. He said that when he was moving the table, because he loaded the truck by himself.
Okay. And so, I guess what is worrying you right now? You're saying, I mean, you've already
Nothing
told us
is worrying me, but I feel like,
things are pointing in your direction, like you were saying earlier.
and like I said, I didn't load the truck. He loaded everything himself, and the lighter things I unloaded. If I have the camera system, you can see that he did it.
You guys already. What do you mean? So the camera system you took down, it was up before you guys left. That was like one of the last things you took down.
Yes, sir.
Where's that camera system at?
It's in the garage. I've showed it to her.
Oh, okay.
It's in a red bag.
And it's like the DVR and everything's in there.
I think so. He said it records.
Okay, and then that was recording you guys packing up right before
I
you
did
left?
not pack anything. He packed everything, sir.
But I
did
mean,
not-
that was what you guys packed. Was that the last thing you guys packed before you left? Come back here?
I didn't pack anything. He packed everything. And when I got back, he just tightened everything down and we left.
What do you mean when you got back?
When I left here, I went back to Henderson,
Mm-hmm.
got in his truck, and then we drove back here.
And so when you drove there, everything was already packed?
Yes, sir. Everything.
And then what time was that, do you think?
It was like around 8:20, 8:30. And then we got here, I think it's at 9:01 on his.
Oh, okay. And then after you unloaded everything here,
We got
we
back in
drove
his
back
truck.
over there.
Yes, sir. In
'Cause-
his truck.
Did you leave your vehicle over there?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you guys just both drive back?
Because he wanted to take his vehicle because of the trailer. He uses it for,
I mean, like, why didn't you just drive your car and he drove his car?
because he said he wanted to drive one car. I sat in the passenger side of his truck.
So just to give a little context for the part coming up, Deviere is Jonathan's son, the deceased son. She has married her ex's son. Just let that sink in.
So I know that your marriage with Dev is on paper, but I noticed that you guys wear rings.
Oh, I bought this.
I know, but he wears a ring too.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's on paper, why are you guys doing the rings and stuff? And then you've got your ex moving in, to
I
essentially.
bought the ring. I don't know. The rings aren't really significant. It was just part of the little ceremony that we did.
Rings are very significant in marriage. They're a symbol of a connection to another person.
We definitely have a connection. He's like my best friend. Like,
Okay.
and he'll tell others I'm definitely his best friend.
Okay.
I've tried to help him. Like, he's gone through a lot, and so have I. And he actually saved my life, so I'm very grateful for him.
It's just, you understand how it looks, right? So I can completely understand when you need a medical power of attorney in a sense with a spouse. But to take it the next step and actually wear rings to show your connection to the world is a romantic connection. It's showing that you're married to someone and that you have a respectful relationship with someone through marriage.
No, we have a definite, I would say, respectful relationship.
Okay.
But at the same time, John was like accepting of ours, so that's why he was
He is
moving
now,
in.
but he used to not be, right?
At first, but that was like only like a couple of weeks, and then the more him and I talked, he was okay. And
Okay.
once you go back and look like at the text messages, you'll see like,
It went as far as CPS being called.
mm-hmm.
That's pretty significant. That's more than just like somebody upset that he wanted the kids taken away from you.
No, he didn't call CPS.
Who called CPS?
The daycare did.
About your relationship. Something was brought up about the relationship.
No,
right?
no. Tamia had been suspended from school,
Mhm.
and I gave her a spanking.
Okay.
And she was at school basically telling everybody about her spanking.
Oh,
So John didn't call CPS on me.
okay. I wasn't sure what that relationship was, and like if this other stuff came out.
No, that he found out about it because of that. And of course he was like, pretty furious. But that was in October, and by November we were already on decent terms, and I was going over to the house to see the girls and everything by then.
Did the caseworker talk to you about your family dynamic?
Yeah.
So it
And
got brought up.
of course.
Okay.
But yeah, John and I had already started working towards things back last November.
Okay.
So right after you left,
When we got back to his side of town.
so coming back is when you went to that gas station?
Yeah.
So after, it would be after 9 o'clock. And then that's when he gave you his EBT card?
Yes.
At that.
You can see him hand it to me, and he walks out the door.
So that's near his place.
Mm-hmm.
You said Pecos and Windmill,
Mm-hmm.
I found it.
the Burger King.
Yes, sir.
There's one right there.
Like, he kept...
Because there's I think 2 gas stations. There's a Chevron right there on the corner.
I think it's like a Terrible Herbs.
Okay, so there's Terrible Herbs there, and then across caddy corner from that gas station is another gas station. I think it's a Shell or something.
I'm not sure the other one, but...
It was next to the Burger King.
Yes.
That you remember. Okay.
Yeah, please check the security. You can see him, and you can see him telling me the code and everything. I don't know why he was giving me things, but he was telling me to hold on to him and keep him safe. And that's what I was doing.
That was the social security card. What about his driver's license?
I've always had his driver's license.
So the problem I have with that is that the driver's license found in the house is a current one. It's not an expired.
But he just gave it to me.
I know, but he would need that for work.
He has another one.
You said that he gave you an old one. You had it in the drawer.
Well, no, he's given me old ones before. I have multiple ones. So you can look around the house. There's more than one.
Okay. And if this one's expired in 2025, that's going to be his newest one.
Okay.
It's weird that you have his latest driver's license and that it was tucked in a drawer.
Yeah, I put it away to keep it safe. It should be wrapped in like a whole bunch of bags, right?
Okay, but you understand that.
I understand, but I also have the Social Security. Mm-hmm. I understand, and that's why I'm like, it's just getting weirder and weirder. It's like I'm doing things to help, and it's not helping me. I got it.
Well, yeah, it's that. Just being able to explain some of the stuff, that's all we need is an explanation.
I'm trying to explain it, but the more I'm talking, the more it just sounds really stupid. And
especially a driver's license, that doesn't need to really be kept safe.
No.
A social security card, a birth certificate, I completely understand. Especially if somebody is in transition in their life and they're wanting to find a new place to live, you want your important papers.
But I don't know what else was in it. It was just a lot of things.
But it wasn't his wallet. He didn't hand his wallet over to you.
No, it was a wad of things. Like, it was like a square thing he handed to me. And then a black what are those called?
But not his wallet. You know what his wallet looks like. You saw him pull it out to purchase things. So he had so when we find his wallet, it's going to have his driver's license and his cards. Okay. I just don't know why somebody would give their driver's license to someone.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with the detective. That was pretty odd. But it's going to get even more strange because into the interrogation room, it's 8 days after they found Jonathan, and they decide to bring her into the station to question her even more in depth about some of these odd things that she's saying.
That's all you're right. Here, we'll scooch forward a little bit. All right. Remember me from the other day? Was out there? Oh yeah, there's a search warrant out there. Do you know what's going on, or do you understand what's going on?
You're being arrested.
But you understand the severity and what's actually occurring?
No, because I said I didn't murder John. I've been saying that.
Okay. Well, we'll get into it. We'll just.
This is cold.
It is August 15, 2023. It is 6:54 p.m. We met once before. Obviously, you don't remember. And Detective Lionel is my partner, Detective Christopher. Earlier today, you were advised what your rights are. I'm just going to advise you again, just so you fully understand that. All right. You do have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney before answering any questions and have the attorney present while you answer any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney will be provided at no cost to you. If you decide to answer any questions now, you may stop at any time and ask to speak with an attorney before questioning continues. If you decide to stop answering questions once you have begun, all questioning will stop. You understand all that? Okay. So there's been, you've given a handful of different statements and a handful of different stories along the way, and that's just what we're trying to clear up. So, okay, you understand that? So, do you want to start from on the 6th? You were hanging out with John and doing some shopping? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Describe that day to me, the Cliff Note version.
Simple day. We
Okay.
went shopping, got girls' school supplies, clothes, groceries. That was it. It was a very easy, pleasant day for the most part.
Okay. And then at night, John is moving in with you?
John was moving the girls' stuff to my house. It wasn't until he had actually moved everything over until I realized he was moving some of his things over.
Okay.
John had been telling me he was going to move, but that had been months of going back and forth that he hadn't actually moved anything, so I didn't put any stock into it. So when he moved some of his things over, that's when I realized he was actually moving his things. Yes, I remember talking to John about it. Yes, I remember talking to other people about it. But until that moment, it really wasn't something that was going to take place.
Okay.
Because at one point, a few times, he said he wasn't going to move. And it had happened more than one time, so I just took it as it was.
Okay. So you said earlier that you're, shopping. You ride with him over to drop off a last load for the night?
Yes,
Okay.
he assisted me take his truck.
Okay. And you rode with him?
We rode with him all day long.
Okay.
He wanted to take his truck because the trailer has his information on it, and he said it's free advertising.
Okay. Was the trailer loaded as well, or just the truck?
And at that time, the trailer was loaded later on that evening by John and John alone.
Okay. And did that make its way over to your house?
Yes, and that's when I found out what he had actually loaded up. It was supposed to have been the girls' things, a bunk bed, dressers, some clothes, and it turned out to be a lot more than that.
Okay.
How'd that make you feel?
It didn't make me feel any sort of way. It was more tools and DVDs than anything. So it really wasn't too much to feel bad about. It was just a whole bunch of extra crap that I had to.
Were you shocked or surprised that he was actually moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it somewhat confrontational or anything like that? Because now he was moving stuff that you didn't expect?
No, because like I said, it was tools, DVDs, and he brought his guns over.
Okay.
That was for the most part.
Okay. So after he unloads, what happens?
We went back to his house.
The both of you?
Yes.
Okay. About what time was that?
About 9.
About 9?
Yes.
Okay. And then now you're both back at his house. Are the girls with you or are they at home?
They're at
Okay. And what happens then?
We went to the gas station, got a couple of drinks, some chips and stuff, I think. We went back, John cooked, ate, took a shower. I loaded up some more of the girls' small items,
In what?
the back of my car.
That Nissan SUV?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that was it. He ate, smoked, drank some more. Spoke with Yoko. And it was after that I left. He said I didn't leave for a while later. I do not remember all of that. I don't remember being there that much later. I remember going to the pharmacy.
After you left? Okay.
And going home, showering, going to bed.
Okay. So earlier you described something to our partner that he wanted some sort of encounter with you?
And that wasn't going to happen. I hit him. He was not dead.
Okay.
That's when Yoko came down. I spoke with her. And like I said, afterwards I left.
So the person that they just said came downstairs to speak with her was Jonathan's mother. She lives in the home with them. And this is true. Jonathan's mother did say she came down and spoke with Nikki before she went back upstairs. So what happened after that is another question, but at least this part is true.
Okay. Have you recently had a sexual intimate relationship with him?
Recently,
Well, in the past month. Obviously he's moving back in, you two are speaking. Have
he's
you
asked me for sexual favors, yes, but no, we have not had, no.
Okay. Well, and that's part of the reason we've been told otherwise about other people, that he was telling other people that you two had. That's why we're trying to clarify some of this up.
No, we have not, of course.
Okay, have you done other things like cunnilingus,
No.
any type of foreplay or anything like that?
The most he's had was a job.
Okay.
You two moving in together, was there a expectation that you were going to be in a relationship together? Or
I'm sure he expected it, but he's quite aware that I am not able to do anything. I was not trying to have sex with him.
okay. So he's asking for sex, you say no.
As usual.
Okay. And then from there, what happens?
I gave him a back massage off his back.
It's obviously you're quite a bit smaller than he is. How did you pop his back?
He was laying on the ground and pushed and pushed again, and on the fourth one he breathes out and is supposed to pop.
Okay, so you're straddling his lower back area or something like that, or standing up or something?
Standing up, yes.
Okay, and you're just pushing us back, he breathes out. Okay, and where was that at? In the bedroom or
On the
the,
floor of his room, yes.
I'm sorry, what?
On the floor of his room.
The floor of his room? Okay. And then from there, what happens?
He went to go smoke again and came back in and was laying on his bed and he had me rubbing his back. That's when I was rubbing his back, and that's when Yoko was coming down the stairs.
So you're rubbing, are you using anything? Like,
How is he positioned on the bed when you're rubbing his back?
Laying down on the bed.
But how though, is he up next to the headboard? Is he laying long ways? Is he laying opposite of the headboard?
He's laying more towards the bottom of the bed.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's have you draw the bed and show us, i.e. stick figure, how he's laying on the bed, if you don't mind.
This is the bed. He's laying like that.
where's the head of the bed?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna, for you, I'm just gonna say, that's the bed and this is the headboard, okay? So obviously, for headboard purposes, these would be pillows. This is where somebody would lay their head. So you drew a line across. Now I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I want you to correct me if I say something that's wrong. He's laying across the bed, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Which side would be his head? This side, so closest to the edge of the bed, or your left, if I'm laying on it, the right side. So
There's like a wall and like a makeshift closet on this side here, right?
So I'm just gonna draw a circle for a head. Is that correct? So he was laying this way. Where exactly were you while you were giving him the back rub?
On this side.
So you were on the bed
Yes.
between the headboard and him?
Yes.
So I'm going to draw an X for you. Does that sound about fair?
Yes.
Were you on top of him, kind of sitting on his butt or back rubbing, or were you on the side?
On this side.
On the side. Okay.
Any lotions or oils or anything like that?
At that time, no.
Okay. I mean, just for this incident, did you introduce lotions or oils or anything like that later on?
No.
Okay, so just, we're only talking about this incident here, not in the past or anything else like that, okay? So this is going on, now what happens?
He's rubbing on me, and like I said, Yoko is coming down the stairs.
So in the house, there's stairs to go to the second floor, and then there's like the, we'll say kitchen dining?
Second story stairs.
Okay, so not stairs into the, we'll call it a makeshift John's bedroom. Not those couple little stairs there, but the stairs from upstairs down.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you know this?
Because I can hear her.
You hear when somebody walks up and down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you know it's her and not the stepfather?
I didn't. It's just usually when I've been there before, it was always Yoko, so I just
Okay, and just to clarify noise, what noise do you hear?
footsteps.
Footsteps. Okay.
Have you ever lived in this house?
No, but I've been there.
Okay. So John and Andrea have been together for 5-6 years or so? Have you been at this house during that time, before or after?
Both.
Okay, so it's, how long has John lived at this house? I know his parents have been there a long time.
Off and on for years.
Okay.
I really don't know. And I met him when he was living there. When we separated, he moved back.
Okay, all right. So you're giving the massage, he's face down.
Yes.
You said he's rubbing on you?
Yes. He's rubbing on my thighs.
Okay, how's he doing that? Like,
Yes.
Was
just
it-
like that, trying to reach backwards.
Is he saying anything to you?
No, just he was saying it feels good and he's happy.
And are you replying to any of that? Are you saying anything to him?
No, we just kept rubbing his back.
Okay.
I didn't talk to him much.
Does he, what is he wearing at that time?
He had his boxer shorts on at the time.
What color were his boxer shorts?
Either black or a darker color.
Darker color. Okay, so nothing else but just boxers. Okay.
what's on the bed? Comforters or anything like that you know?
Like just blankets.
Blankets? Do you know what the blankets look like?
Just white blankets, I believe.
White blankets? Okay. Is his head resting on the bed or is it off a little bit?
On it.
It's on the bed, okay.
Yes, he was still on the bed.
So it's, obviously if he's talking to you and stuff like that, his face isn't in the bed, it's gotta be tilted one way or another? Okay. He's rubbing on you, is this making you upset or uncomfortable or something?
Eventually it did bother me
Okay.
What bothers you about it?
that he's still pursuing sex even though maybe kisses me, I turn away and everything like that, and he was still trying to do something.
But you're still giving him a back rub, correct?
Because I know he has my girls, and you know, if I don't kind of keep him happy to a point, he maybe can keep him away from me, which he has done before,
You love your girls, don't you?
very much so.
With all your heart?
Yes, and enough to murder, sir.
I didn't say that. I'm just asking you that you love them with all your heart. That has nothing to do with murder.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
Is that why you asked him to move back in to have Because it currently, or we'll say at this time, he had full custody?
No, we both had temporary joint custody. He filed to get sole custody and he never showed up, so his motion was denied.
I thought CPS revoked or took your parental rights away for a bit.
They did.
Okay, that's what I'm referring to.
And that case was closed and we had temporary joint custody. And he was supposed to file custody and he never showed up.
When was that?
That was in April.
Okay,
So his motion was denied.
okay.
That's where it left it. Both had temporary joint custody. He had physical custody of the girls.
Okay, so you had legal custody, legal joint.
Yes, sir.
He had physical custody. What was visitation like?
Based from CPS, I was supposed to see the girls for supervised visits for therapy sessions only. And he never enrolled them. I enrolled him, and that was it. And he said he didn't want to go through the courts anymore. We were going to be one happy family, and we were actually working towards it. We were not perfect, but we were getting along.
You kind of smirked a little bit while you were telling that story. What kind of brought that emotion out?
Because when it was all said and done, when he needed something, I was helping him. No matter how much he did something, I was helping him. And everything said, thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. And it was like, I was literally trying my best to put back together my family.
Put back together your family or get your girls back?
My family, because my girls wanted everybody under one home. It was what they
Your girls,
Yes, sir.
not what you wanted.
No.
Understandable.
So you said the CPS case was closed out
Yes, sir. Back in February.
back in February?
Yes.
Well, how was it closed out prior to the criminal case?
Because they didn't have anything. I wasn't an abusive mother, and the permanency worker even said that. It's like, this was not a case where my daughter was being beaten and she was fearing for her life or anything like that. And she didn't feel that the girls coming back to me was going to put them in any sort of harm's way. And all of that was written down.
Okay. I'm just having a hard time with that a little bit. It's so you didn't want to be with John, but you wanted the family back so you can get your girls back.
I didn't
Right.
want to be in a physical sexual relationship with John. Me hanging out with John was fine. We got along well enough for that. Like, we went on picnics together, we did all of the shopping together, we watched movies together. We got along just fine for that.
Okay.
But you mentioned that he could keep your kids from you. How could he do that?
Because he had the physical custody of them. That's all. I had legal joint, but he had the physical custody. So like on Father's Day, he got mad at everyone and said, F this, go pack up the girls' stuff, bring them back.
So ultimately, he had the upper hand on you,
So he said, yes,
right?
that's what was in my
He basically called the shots.
Sometimes, yes.
How'd that make you feel when it came to your daughters?
It made me feel that, okay, don't piss them off.
So made you feel like you had no power, no say,
You know, I
Right.
just didn't argue with them.
because you don't want to make it worse.
It wasn't a worse situation. I just didn't argue with them.
Well, you just didn't want him to keep your kids from you, right?
He wasn't keeping them from me, but he always kept trying to threaten that.
Okay.
Like,
So that was always an option he had.
he would threaten it, yeah. But it seemed like he wanted me to keep the girls because it made it easier for him to work. Because I had him so he could work.
Okay. So you discussed with, we'll call him Deb because of your current husband. He was moving out, or what was the?
When we first talked about it, he made it clear he did not want to be in the same room with John.
Okay.
Because nothing came to be, it wasn't really a conversation we had more than once. Like I said, John didn't actually take any actions towards it. So, yeah, if John was going to move in, Javier definitely said he would move out. But John had not moved in, so it wasn't
Okay.
our conversation.
Okay. On the 9th, so 2 days after John's found dead, you get sentenced on the child abuse case, right? You said that there was nothing there, they closed the case out, but you just pled guilty?
I took a plea
Okay.
because they said that when the police came, I asked them what this was about, and they said they just had some questions, and I said, am I being arrested for something? And I was told, no, we just have questions. So I answered all the questions they asked me. I was not read my rights or anything like that. Afterwards, they arrested me and filed charges against me.
Okay.
So the report was based on what I had said. And that's where everything came from. I am not a murderer. I am not trying to make myself out to be anything other than what I am. Yes, I hit John.
Let's talk about that. He's laying here, got the massage, he's rubbing on you. You said at some point you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, he was starting to get on my nerves because he kept grabbing on me. I'm like, I've already said no, stop touching me.
Okay. Then what happens?
I hit him, he stopped touching me.
What'd you hit him with?
Some staff thing that was on the fireplace.
Okay, so the fireplace in the same room.
Yes.
So he's laying on the bed, you get off the bed, walk over to the fireplace. What do you grab?
The staff.
The what, I'm sorry?
I don't know what it's called. This little thing.
Describe it.
It looks like a candle holder type thing.
A candle holder?
I don't know. It was square. I can't make that.
I'll spare you. They go into this big, long discussion about what this thing is that she can't even describe. And I'm sure it's important for the investigation, for DNA and stuff like that. But, man, y'all don't want to listen to that. I'll bypass that.
Okay. And just out of the middle of the massage, you get up and you walk over to the fireplace. Does he say anything to you?
No.
Still lays in the bed? Did you say, hey, I'll be right back? Don't move?
No.
You just got up and walked over.
I got up and I walked back.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
I hit him.
Where were you standing when you hit it?
I was kneeling on the bed.
In the same position?
So you got back in the same position, just for clarification purposes, back where you originally gave him the back massage, between the headboard and him, correct? Which direction was his head facing?
To that way.
So facing away from you. Okay. Where exactly did you hit him?
On the head.
Okay. So if he's facing away from you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, so if I say anything that's incorrect, please stop me and correct me. Okay? So he's facing away from you, you say you hit him in the head. So if I'm facing away from you, did you hit him like in the ear, more at the top, more on the front, more at the back?
I guess around the back of the ear, I guess.
Okay. Well, you can't guess, you were there. Right?
I'm just not positive where it actually struck. It was dark.
Okay, so that's fair enough. So there's no lights on in the room, correct? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a light on like in the kitchen? So is there any ambient light whatsoever coming into the room, or is it just pitch dark?
It's dark.
It's dark. Okay. So how do you know what you grab when you walk over to the fireplace?
That's definitely what I want to hear. Now, I skipped the part of the description of the object, but she gave this big description. It's black, it's square, it's this, it's that. Looks like a candlestick, all this stuff. Yeah. How do you know that if it's pitch black in the room? That's interesting.
I'm just going by what I remember.
Okay, we'll get to that point. So you hit him somewhere around the ear or something like that, you believe, correct? Is that safe to say? How many times did you hit him?
One.
Okay. How hard did you hit him?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Okay, so
As hard as you could, like.
did you use all of
hands
your
up here?
force?
Oh, God, no.
One hand, two hands, right hand, left hand,
My right hand.
your right hand. Okay. Did you say anything before you hit him?
Stop.
Stop. Why did you say stop?
Because he kept touching me.
Okay.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He stopped moving. But he was still breathing.
Okay, so you hit him. He's still breathing, but he completely stops moving.
His hands stopped moving, yes.
Okay. And does he say anything else after that?
No, that's when I heard Yoko and I went in there to her.
Okay. And what did he say? Excuse me, what did she say or what did you say?
We were just talking about everything. And she was asking me about, can you have John give me some money for the insurance? And he hasn't paid this and also just,
Okay, did she want to go talk to him?
you know.
So how did you get her to go back upstairs?
I didn't get her to go back upstairs. She walked upstairs.
Okay, so why did she come downstairs?
She went into the kitchen. I didn't tell her to come downstairs. She came downstairs.
So why did you even go up and talk to her?
Because I heard her in the kitchen.
So you just figured you need to get up and walk in and just have a conversation with her?
I didn't know.
Okay, what happened after she went back upstairs?
I finished. I put my stuff in the car and I left.
You put what stuff in the car?
My bag.
Okay. What'd you have in the bag?
Like my keys, my phone and stuff.
You talk like a purse, or you have like a personal
It's
bag?
like a backpack, yes. Like a purse.
Okay, the black one. Okay. I've seen your house, things are decorated and stuff. I think if you walked over and grabbed a candlestick or something that resembles a candlestick, you would understand what that is, right? So what did you actually grab?
I don't know what it was. I said that's what it seems like. I don't know what to call it because it wasn't in my house.
Okay, so what did you do with it?
It was on the bed or on the floor.
No.
I don't know. I got out of there.
Okay.
You did?
Well, I know you got out of there, so let's try again. Okay, this shit's about to get real. Okay? I'm gonna explain something to you. There's about 40 years of law enforcement experience in this room right now, and that it doesn't include you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, don't play the what's going on, okay?
I know it's so.
Okay, well, I'm just being direct with you. All right? We're talking about your father's kid, or the father to your children is no longer here.
Yes, sir.
And you are the last person that was with him.
Yes,
You were the last person to use force on him. Does that make sense?
yes, sir.
So the shit's getting real. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but the games are over. And you should look at that picture because that's the last position you saw him in. And that's the position we saw him in when we went to that house. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So cut the shit and let's get down to the nitty gritty and start answering some questions for us. Don't tell us the same bullshit that you tell Detective Ozawa. You have your rest of your life ahead of you right now. You have a big decision to make right now. A huge decision that could ultimately affect your 2 little girls. The whole time that we've been sitting here having this conversation with you, you've had this defeated look. This can go one or two ways. When we write this report, we're going to say Devin was non-remorseful, not even emotional.
Sir, I am.
You don't have to call me sir, all right? We're beyond that, all right?
I don't know your name.
It's Rick Christopher, okay? My apologies, because I assumed that he introduced myself even though I wasn't in the room, all right? So as we move forward, my question to you, before we even get into details, is if there's no light in that room, you described something to me that you picked up. So that means one thing. When you left, you took it with you, or you hid it. You saw it in light. So somehow there came light, and you saw the object. Because we know it was not on the bed, and we know it was not on the floor. So that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Does that make sense? So where is it?
I didn't take nothing out of that house.
Okay, so where is it?
Where did you put it?
Where did you put it?
Devin, you keep looking at this bed like you're reliving this situation right here. This happens right here. You hear Yoko coming down the stairs. You don't want her coming in here. Because you just hit him in the head with this candlestick that you so say. Right?
I didn't kill John.
That's not what I'm saying. This right here. You don't want her coming down there because you just hit him and knocked him out. Because he's there.
Yes.
So you rush up to go to the kitchen? Yes?
Yeah, I went to go talk to her, yes.
Okay. And you say, oh, he's drunk, and told him to sleep it off, or whatever, not to come down there. And then she goes upstairs. That's at 1 o'clock, right? So you're there for an hour and 4 minutes. You didn't just get out of there. They talked about the cleaning supplies, the ammonia and stuff like that you said that you saw, and you're like, oh, yeah, I just saw it.
I didn't put any cleaning supplies on John.
Okay, who did that?
I don't know anything about cleaning supplies on John. She did ask me. I don't know anything about that. And I did say that before.
Okay, so you saw the cleaning supplies.
Yes, there were some on the floor by the bathroom in the laundry room area. Yes.
Okay, so John is right here. You hit him. He lays there. You go out. Now we have an hour where you just don't remember what happened. What did you go back in that room and do?
I was just cleaning up the dishes and things.
Cleaning up the dishes in his room?
That's what I was doing when I gave everything to Yoko, yes.
No, after Yoko.
No, I was just cleaning
What were you cleaning?
the dishes and everything.
Stop.
What's everything?
Just cleaning.
What were you cleaning?
I was literally just cleaning up the area. When I left, when I hit him, he was breathing. I didn't,
How do you know he was breathing?
because you could tell when a person is breathing.
Okay,
The chest goes up and down.
okay.
You said it was dark though.
You could still know when someone's breathing.
In the dark?
It's not pitch dark, but yeah, it's not.
So you can't see an area on his head because it's so dark, but you can see his chest moving? You can't see what you grab off the shelf because it's so dark when you walk over, but now you can see him breathing?
Yeah, you could see some person breathing. Your eyes can adjust.
Oh, well then your eyes should have adjusted before all of this then too.
I just don't know the exact spot. You
Okay.
asked me, and I said I'm not positive.
So right hand or left hand did you use?
Right, sir. You
Right.
asked me that already.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to clarify so I don't say anything that's wrong.
No, I already said I feel horrible about it, but I didn't murder John.
Why did you hit him? To inflict pain on him?
To get him to leave me alone.
Okay, you got up and walked away. Why didn't you get up and walk out? He could have left you alone that way, right?
He wasn't gonna look
Why do you say that?
because I know him.
Okay,
You got up, walked over there, and walked back, and he never said anything to you, or you attempted to get off the bed, right?
It wasn't like that.
What was it like? What was it like? So you mean to tell us you hit him in the head right here where you're showing this, and he doesn't move from there?
Right, but I didn't take off because I wanted to make sure he was breathing.
Okay, so you hang around for an hour and 4
Not
minutes.
an hour. I did not know I was there that long.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you know it or not. You were there.
yeah.
Okay.
You were there for an hour and 4 minutes hanging around with somebody that you just hit in the head to make sure that they're doing okay? Do you ever call an ambulance or anything?
No,
Do you go over physically touch him or check on him or anything?
yes, I did touch him.
Did he say anything to you?
No,
Why?
because he was unconscious
Did you ever render medical aid?
to a breathing person.
Who is unconscious? From blunt force to the head. Don't look at me like it was a stupid question because it's a valid question.
No, sir.
Did you roll him from his back to his front at all?
No.
How did you check on him? Or,
I just felt him and I felt he was breathing. I
Okay.
put my hands on him and he was breathing, so I was like, okay, he's all right.
okay, so you're hanging out in this room for an hour.
No.
No, you are. Unless you're running around, going back in inside and outside, whatever, but that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so describe to me what you're doing during this time, and don't say cleaning.
I don't know. I just kept moving around. I just kept moving.
Just kept moving around.
Is it because you were in a panic?
A little bit, yes.
Understandable. Now we're talking. Okay, why are you in a panic?
Because I was afraid that I actually did hurt him and I didn't want to hurt him like that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Were you in a panic because you knew you hurt him and he was in severe life-threatening
No, sir.
injuries?
No, sir. No. You
You-
can roll
it's-
your eyes.
I will roll my eyes because I've been doing this too long to understand what
That's
went on.
fine.
So,
It is
But
fine.
you didn't know him.
Okay, so explain to me. You say that because, is he a monster?
He was a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Okay, did he abuse you?
He was good and then he was bad, yes.
Okay,
Like, he would
explain
be
to me.
bad, and then he would be the nicest person in the
Okay.
world, and then try to do everything he could to help.
Did he physically abuse you?
At one point, yes.
Did he mentally abuse you?
Yes.
Okay, so you have some resentment towards him.
Yes, but it wasn't for me. It was for my daughters.
Okay, so I can understand that. I can relate that somebody that mentally and physically abuses you. I get that, okay? There's going to be some resentment towards that person. There's going to be some dislike towards that person. I understand that. That's reality. I get that. But for you not to go into detail on exactly what happened, other than the fact that you hitting him, is not going to help you out.
I
I'm
can't
telling you
remember.
that.
I cannot
Do you
remember.
have amnesia? Do you take medication for memory loss?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what type of medication do you take?
I don't know the names of it, but I do take medication for.
Who's your doctor that prescribes that?
You gotta look up on my history thing,
What history thing?
my medical history, but yes, I do take medication for seizures, headaches, memory loss, sights, all sorts of crap now.
Okay, so is there a possibility that you could have not been in your right frame of mind while you were there that night? Because of all the medications you were on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when people are on medications that kind of alter their thinking, sometimes they do things that they don't believe that they're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So without leading you, sounds like that could be a possibility that night in question.
I just don't remember. They were telling me things that happened. I'm like, I don't remember doing that. You're saying I was there that long.
We know you were there. And we were trying to explain to you
I remember talking to Yoko, getting my stuff, leaving, going to the pharmacy and going home.
But Devin, what you don't understand is you know you're under arrest, okay? There is going to be a police report, and it's going to have the interviews that we have with you.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be able to take the stand and say, I don't remember, is not going to be good enough. I'm trying to explain that to you.
Do you
all right?
think anybody believes that he was laying here, you hit him in the head, you don't know what you do for an hour and 4 minutes, you leave, he's found in the exact same spot, dead, and you'd be like, oh, I don't know?
No, but the hitting him didn't feel real. Like, I don't.
I understand. So
No.
you're not in the right frame of mind,
No.
maybe because your medications, that will make it feel like it's not real.
No, everything, like, all of this feels like a nightmare, like a dream. Like, I remember being with him and us talking and everything like that, but the actual, it does not feel real. I don't feel I was there that long. I remember being there, Yoko, pharmacy, home. I thought I was home at like 2 something. You guys are saying it was,
2:42.
yeah, I promise you.
Okay, so what do you do that night after you get home?
I got home, I got a shower, I went to bed.
No, you didn't. How long did you sleep for?
About 2 hours.
Because you get home at 2:42, you're texting John's phone saying, oh, I can't find this, or where's this? And then, like, remember, we took your phone, we took his phones, we did all these downloads. I've read text messages between you, Dev, everyone else, things like that.
About 2 hours.
Okay, it was, if you got home and showered and then went to bed, that'd be about 1 hour that you would have been able to sleep and wake up and start looking, if that. So it doesn't look like you slept at all that night.
I said about 2 hours, so I'm not severely off, but you guys are telling me I'm there for a long time, and I know for a fact that's not what is.
Yes, that is exactly. You can say, I don't think I was there that long, and I don't remember.
I don't remember, and in my recollection, it was not like that. I remember talking to Yoko, giving her the keys, picking up my stuff, and walking out the door. I picked up one more thing and left. I do not remember any of this. They asked me, where's his head? And until then, I didn't know anything about that. They're like, well, didn't Devier tell you? No, Devier didn't tell me anything about that. Well, did he leave that night? No, I don't remember Devier leaving, but I don't remember anything. I just remember going home and everything. I don't remember the driving to the damn pharmacy. I just remember being at the pharmacy.
Okay, they told you he was decapitated. He had his head cut off.
They told me that today.
And they said you did not even blink.
Because it doesn't sound believable. Who does that?
I don't know, you tell us. That's it, it's this whole thing, whatever. Everything you're saying does not make sense. I was here, I did this. Do you think anybody's gonna believe I hit him in the head and I left? I took his, when did he give you that wallet that you claimed it was given to you earlier?
The same time he gave me the Social Security cards.
And when was that?
Around the time he was eating.
So at night,
Yes.
okay, he has one key to the truck.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so why would he give you the one key to his truck when he's supposed to be over there in 2 hours? And his wallet? Yeah, because he was supposed to come over with you in the morning, take the kids to the...
In the morning. And the only thing I was thinking is maybe because I was supposed to put him up so he wouldn't be drinking and driving. Because that was a big thing. He was always drinking and driving. I kept telling him to stop.
So how was he supposed to get to your house then and meet up with the
I don't
kids?
think I was supposed to take them. I was supposed to take the Social Security card, but the other stuff I don't think I was supposed to take. In hindsight, I think I was just supposed to put him away so he would not drink and drive.
were they in your underwear drawer wrapped up in a million bags?
Because when he gave them to me, I didn't realize what I was taking, and I just put them away and said, keep them safe.
That's not normal.
You just said, when he gave them to me, and you're like, I don't think I was supposed to take these.
No, I said in hindsight. I literally said in hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to take those. The social security card he gave me, the other cards he gave me, you could see that on the surveillance camera. He hands me the card, but those ones, I don't think I was supposed to take them out of the house. I think I was just supposed to put them up, and then in the morning, he was supposed to go and get them. That's what I said. In hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to take
But
them.
why did you wrap them up in bags and put them hiding in your dresser drawer?
I wrapped them up. I don't think I was supposed to bring those with me.
You're not answering my question. Why were they wrapped up in plastic bags and put in your underwear
I had
drawer?
wrapped them up right then and there in front of him.
Why didn't you just put them on your dresser?
One tied, another tied, another tied. It wasn't like one tied. It was repeatedly wrapped over and over. This was a thoughtful process. Put them in there, tie it up, put it in another bag, tie it up.
Right, like I
8
said, I
times.
didn't realize what I had at the time, and he's saying keep them safe, so I'm wrapping everything up and I'm hiding it.
For what reason?
I don't know. He didn't say anything. He gave me this. He says keep it safe. It was the social security card.
The social security card was in your black backpack.
Right, I didn't even get a chance to put that away.
So you take that, put that in this not safe spot. The only thing that he asked you to keep safe, you keep in your backpack. But the stuff that you were not supposed to take, you wrapped up 8 times, 8 separate times in a bag, in bags, and then hid that?
No, do you not understand?
No, I don't.
When I got home, it was late. I showered, I went to bed. That was it. In the morning, I would have sorted through everything. I would have talked to John, and everything would have been figured out.
None of that makes sense. You
None of
expect,
it makes any sense to me at all.
okay, if you expect anybody else, a jury, a judge, or the general public, to believe anything what you're saying,
No, because I don't understand any of it. You guys are asking me questions about what I did.
What does that look like to you?
I don't know.
You don't know? How about now?
I don't know.
do the bad one.
Is this is John?
Is that the position John was in when you last saw him?
Yeah, but he had his boxers on.
Okay, how did his boxers come off?
I don't know. He had his boxers on. His boxers were black boxer briefs.
Okay.
He had boxer briefs on.
Now, I believe that if a lady says stop when you're in the middle of that, you stop, okay? But about you giving this dude a massage and he's in his boxers, boy, that's some messed up stuff, man. That's a little confusing. I'm a little confused now.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit's getting real. Keep looking at that. Take another look at this. This is reality we're talking about. Think long and hard about your decisions on how you go forward with explaining the bullshit that you're giving us right now.
It's not.
Nobody's going to believe you.
I understand. No,
Then tell us where the object is that you used to do this. Tell us where it's at.
do this.
Then who did?
I don't know.
Who did?
I don't know.
That's not good enough.
I don't know.
You did that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Then prove it.
How do I prove that?
Because you were the last person to see him alive. And you were the last person with him. You did that. That's reality. Look at that picture. He's gone.
This is the exact spot where you left him. What do you think, people are gonna see this, and what do you think they're gonna think of you? Do you have anything to say? This has got to be eating you up.
Yeah.
Holding this in has just got to be fucking eating you alive. You have to be going nuts.
For the sake of your daughters, tell us where the weapon is at so we can recover it and there can be some closure for your two daughters when they grow up for the rest of their lives. You owe it to them. That is their father. You owe it to them. Stop. Don't even say it. Stop. It's not good enough. Tell me something that I can go research to know that you didn't do this. Give me some evidence that I can go and follow up with so I can help you in front of a jury of 6 or 12. Look at the photo. Your children will never see him again. Ever. And that's a choice that you decided. You decided for them.
It's not true.
That's the exact spot where you said he's at, right? You left him there. You hit him in the head. He's unconscious, not moving.
But there wasn't this much blood. When I left, he wasn't bleeding like that.
No, this is because it empties out after you cut his head off.
I didn't cut his head off.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Explain how this happens.
I don't know. I can't cut a person's head off.
But you could hit him with a stick. Is there a chance that that could have been a knife of some sort?
No.
Why? How do you know? It was dark. Doesn't make sense, does it? There is no doubt in my mind that you did that. You owe it to your girls to have closure. We want to know where the object is that you used to do this. Where is the object? Tell us where the object is at right now so we can start working closure for your daughters.
I cannot tell you where this is at. I do not know. You can be angry with me. I cannot tell you that. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you expect anybody to believe that? Listen, just listen to that. Listen to exactly that, what you just said. I don't remember. I don't remember. I wasn't there that long. We can prove 100% you were there that long. You remember everything else. You remember going to CVS, getting your daughter's prescription, getting home. Oh, I showered. I started looking for school supplies. I started doing all this. I remember everything except the hour and 4 minutes after I cracked him in the head. His cell phone is at his house. You leave, drive back to your house. His cell phone now gets back to your house and has blood on it. It was not left at your house.
I don't remember this. I didn't do this.
Conveniently.
No,
Yes, conveniently.
no.
There's no possible chance that you would forget hitting somebody, cutting their head off, going to dispose of this.
Son. To fathom doing that. Hitting a person is one thing,
Yeah, it is.
but to do this is something completely different.
Believe me, I know.
And I think we all agree that doing what was done to Johnny was definitely different. Removing a person's head after a murder just seems to hit a little different. Devlin, aka Nikki Fairchild, will be given 28 years for the brutal act. But maybe it's not quite so simple. So Nikki was leaving Johnny to be with his son, and that would also give his son, just hypothetically, a motive to, well, Let's just say it's possible that Nikki didn't act alone. But what do you think? If you think Nikki acted alone, put all her. But if you think a certain someone helped in the attempt to clean up the crime scene, put she got help down below. I'll just leave it at that. And I hope you enjoyed this crazy case. But don't forget to check out my wife's channel, linked in the pinned comment. Crazy cases over there, too. And I'll see you very soon, right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time.